Just heard us do like the countdown 10. We were doing like the 10 something something.
Oh,
But
it took a
interesting.
second.
Well,
Yeah.
anyways,
I think we're live.
episode 13.
13.
Yep.
13. Oh, yeah, so this is the last episode before we take a couple weeks break.
Oh, yeah.
So for those of you who have not liked and subscribed, better subscribe. You'll have a couple weeks break to watch all 13 episodes. So
I mean, we've been consistent, literally.
yeah,
We've done all the due diligence to get the respect from the viewers.
so do we get to set it up like seasons? So like this is the finale of season 1 kind of thing. So 13 episodes for one season.
I don't know. I feel like we should just. I feel like once you do seasons, coming back for like season 2 is always the.
No, well, we're back in 3 weeks for season 2. It's not. This one is not. It's not. What's that show on Apple TV? Pluribus.
I'm not watching Pluribus.
You've not watched Pluribus.
What was it about?
And Apple TV has weird shows, but they're super like engaging. Like you're like, you want to binge watch all of them.
No, I've
Like
watched a couple.
Severance.
Severance was good. Silo was also a good
I
one.
did not watch Silo.
This,
Apparently, Silo was from a book.
oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, a movie adaptation of a book, but like, kind of. So the person that read the book, this was so interesting. I was interviewing somebody on Friday, and
They watched Silo.
no, they watched this, but then they also read the book. I just like went off on a tangent,
Oh,
talking about how like apparently the book and the show don't follow the same order, but like
Like all.
yeah, like
but
most
then it's still,
adaptations
like,
of
the
books.
same.
You might need to increase your gain though. But, yeah.
But Apple TV definitely does like have different like other streamers.
Yeah.
I feel like they fit the same category. Apple like to go
They go off a tangent and just go in some kind of wild. Ted Lasso almost feels out of place for Apple TV.
Oh yeah,
'Cause it's like fun, it's comedy, it's sports. You know,
Yeah.
like, I feel like that belongs maybe on Prime, like a Prime original, as opposed to, because Prime has all the like the Arsenal documentary. Shout out to Arsenal. They just know how to fall your hands at the end of the season.
I mean, last week was like I was fed up with Liverpool, but to be honest, like with Arsenal, like I have like a colleague at work. He already called this. He's an Arsenal fan. He's like,
You don't
knows.
need a crystal ball.
I'm
Every
like,
year
dude,
it's
no,
the same
I'm like,
thing.
dude, you guys have been on a winning streak. They're still like you're 4 games ahead. Everything. He's like, trust me, I cannot count Man City out. I'm like, really? Like 4
the
games?
the last 12 games of the season, Arsenal just has a way of losing.
Oh man. Nah.
And losing in the worst possible way.
I heard today's game was one of their best.
It was one of
efforts.
the best in a while, but I mean, you could just.
Did you see Arteta literally put like the fire in the stadium to like remove all the jazz that is affecting
It's like
Arsenal?
sprinkle holy water, but it did not work. We still lost today.
Oh man, but yeah, I think we should just continue. Whenever we come back, we'll come back with more episodes, and then we'll see. I don't know, like something's wrong with our gains today, like in the audio, but hopefully no one is hearing But yes, I think we should just pick it up when we come back at 14, and you know how like all the other guys just have like 100 and something, like
Yeah, just keep counting
just keep
down.
counting
just keep
till
going.
that kingdom
there's no
come.
seasons.
There's
just-
literally like you can do seasons, but to be honest, I have a feeling that once you just wrap it in one season, you just jinx it in such a way that okay, when is the best time to start this season?
you lose momentum.
So if you just know that you continue, but if you just take like okay, a couple Sundays off, it's fine. And also hopefully nothing really happens in Canadian
Yeah.
political scene.
I mean, if we've learned anything over the last 12, 13 episodes, is that way too many things happen.
Wait a minute, and a lot of things happening on the last.
Yeah, like
Last
just
couple of
Friday,
days.
Saturday,
Friday, Saturday,
Sunday.
yeah,
like
like,
you just boom,
They
boom, boom.
time it. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure people are timing this in.
Yeah, they're timing it for the weekend. So it kind of dies before Monday comes back, right? And then US always finds a way to
overshadow the Monday news, and
so
then
that's
they
how
just
things just keep getting sliding in Canadian politics. So, we see you. That's how we do our show on Sunday.
so we catch. Talking about someone that leads stuff. I don't know if we'll talk. I think we'll talk about this literally. Let me just quickly see. I don't know if we'll talk about this, like the Doug Ford private jet that slid in on Friday and slid back out on Sunday.
Doug Ford is an interesting, like that guy deserves some sort of documentary, actually more of a mockumentary, because the guy is just a big joke sometimes. Like you're just like, is this guy seriously the premier of
Where
Ontario?
did it come out from that he needs a private jet? Like,
Out of the
and
blue.
also, why is he the first premier of Ontario that needs a private jet? You know why? Because American tariffs. He needs to be flying around. Therefore, I'm giving you an excuse. You can use this.
You know, he could have sold it that way. He's like, hey, I need to fly to BC to do trade deals with interprovincial premiers and...
Because I'm the president of the premiers. I also need to go and talk to Washington. I need to go talk in New York.
Detroit.
All of these guys.
Yeah.
I can't take the bus. I can't take the train. I can't take commercial flights.
Maybe he can take a high-speed rail.
Nah, yeah. The high-speed rail. I don't know if I sent this. Like, we actually had a high-speed rail before.
What happened to it?
I mean, Viarail bought it out. And then now decommissioned it. That it doesn't fit into all the... It was like a smaller train, but it went to 200 kilometers per hour. Like, literally. It was a high-speed rail. And it was able to navigate all the tight corners. And literally, like, so I was reading an article earlier this week that we ever had, like the Global Mail, they had an article on this about the high-speed rail. But yeah, Doug Ford slid in on Friday with, I need a private jet.
$29 million jet.
So now,
it's the widest cabin or whatever. Like,
no, it's supposed to be 13 seats, a 2016 Bombardier jet. And now you're going to like, oh, I'm coordinating with Bombardier to sell it back. I'm like, do you guys sell private jets on Kijiji? And then it's like...
Well, I mean, he has to say that because likely... the province is going to lose money in the deal, right? You buy it at 29 million, probably like a car, you drive it off the lot, and then you lose 30% of the value. Now, for a private jet that he did not get to use in any official capacity, he'll probably sell at a loss. Hopefully not, but chances are that's where we're going.
I need to understand the rationality. Like, he probably just told his ministers, I need a private jet. Make it happen, whatever means necessary.
Or... he showed up at the airport one day and his flight was delayed and there was long lines and he was just irritated by the state of travel in Canada, and he's like, you know what, I need to fly private.
Instead of expanding the Toronto Island or whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe that was what he was low-key positioning for.
Oh,
like,
so he'll pack his jet in the Toronto Island.
So we can fly in the jet to Billy Bishop instead of the big Mississauga...
oh yeah. Pearson is. I don't remember when last I ever went to Pearson. Pretty last year. Like, it's always crowded. It's always crowded. But yeah, Canadian news. Slide in on Friday, slide out on Sunday.
Yeah, and then
we catch you on the pod.
On Monday, everybody is focused on US and global news. So.
But last Monday, that was when Carney got his majority.
Yeah, talking about Carney's majority. So now what? He's up to 174 Liberals.
Yeah.
144 Conservatives. So he essentially only has a majority because of the 5 floor crossers.
Yes, although they were trying to spin it that they got the majority from the election.
No.
He got the majority from yes. But Canadians could have voted him out. Voted those MPs, the Liberal MPs on those 3 ridings.
Those were like...
they were majority strongholds, but we would have seen signals that Canadians don't like the majority.
This is very like... such a backwards argument for Mark Carney's backroom deals.
But it's no backroom deals if literally you're getting a wide variety of candidates into your...
The variety does not really apply. What was the guy who was he at the convention or something? He was talking about how they're talking to him about...
Oh yeah. I saw that, like, one of the Conservatives was like, oh yeah, a lot of the Liberals are trying to talk to me to come over to the Liberal Party. Yeah. I actually think it was a tactic so that Pierre would take him serious, low key. But
politics, man, you can't trust politicians.
You can't trust politicians in what they say. But yes, like, it was the floor crossing. So those that left the Conservative Party to the Liberal Party, and the NDP. Don't forget, like, low-key, you can also get the Toronto by-election was also NDP, so you can see probably like 2 very progressive folks joining the Liberals, and then very conservative folks joining the Liberals. And now Carney has a majority. I like it that is this way, so he has to make mistakes now.
What do you mean he has to make mistakes?
If if he's going to lose the government, it's probably now on his mistakes. It's probably where I'm thinking of, like, he doesn't have the excuse of opposition.
Yeah, but like while his party throw him under the bus, like, because even if he makes a mistake, once again, politicians, they will spin whatever it is into some sort of.
No, when I mean like making a mistake, it's, for example, ignoring the affordability crisis.
Yeah,
and
and
just-
going ahead with high speed rail.
No,
despite-
I think the high speed. I think we should stop thinking high speed rail. I would agree the cost of the high speed rail is something we should look into.
Oh, you know what else we should look into?
See what?
If I had a crystal ball,
Yeah.
it's like which company is involved with high speed rail?
I know where you're going with this, and it's not the what's his name, Champagne's wife or Champagne's. Is he actually married to her?
I think so, but there is that. What's the name of that company that JT always had some sort of
Oh,
scandal?
SNC.
Yeah,
You know, every
Lavalin.
time I see people work in SNC level, I just think about Justin Trudeau.
I mean, they changed. I think they rebranded. They
Did
changed
they
their
rebrand?
name after all the scandals with
Oh
JT.
man, oh man.
But they are hovering around this Alto high speed rail thing.
Imagine if you go back to Alto and then this SNC level execs that are actually part of Alto.
Please, you can fact check. I have. They are somewhere there.
They fully well, I don't think we should. High speed rail is a good thing, people.
Sure.
It's not a bad thing. The cost might be crazy. Again, we're dealing with 2026 economics. We're not dealing with like the old school economics where you could do some of these things. Everything is just expensive. I actually do not know why. I blame it on just corporations trying to find a way to gouge the government. But high speed rail is a good thing. And all these people that are trying to say not in my backyard, like all of a sudden, all the rural like mayors or councillors are now thinking, oh, don't do this, don't. These were the people that were looking for a way for them to have stops in the high speed rail when it was just an idea of high speed rail.
I don't see. Like I said last week, selfishly, will it be good to have high speed rail? Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to go Toronto, Quebec City, you know.
Like literally, I was driving to Toronto this weekend and you could use a high speed rail, low-key.
Like I said, selfishly, yes. But from when you now peel off the selfish layer, go down to like a taxpayer, does it actually make sense for Canada right
Indeed.
now?
Like talking about taxpayers, like we just skipped Duckford. I don't know how much was it, 29 million?
For the jet.
That's taxpayers' money.
Yeah, stuff like that is I've always said that Ford is a spineless conservative.
It's not balancing the budget. 29 million could have balanced some budgets, literally.
It could have.
But anyways, but I'm saying like the price tag is not. We shouldn't make this a. Let's scrap this whole idea. How about we refine it? Let's
refine it. Let's modernize the VRL. Let's fix the problems that VRL is.
Some people suggest let's expand the rails that VRL has. Let's try to, but then what would that would probably like hamper an existing transport system to build a new transport system. Do you get, like, by trying to do construction, basically you're affecting the line that carries a lot of importing goods and exporting goods and people. So affecting that line might not be the smartest project management thing to do.
Yeah.
Again, we can go back to say, okay, now that conservatives are trying to push for the fact that the finance minister has conflict of interest with the company that's running the high-speed rail project, how about we look at what is being spent? What is the line? Instead of just attacking the company, the pricing, let's look at how we can remove certain wastage from what we're spending on the high. Let it just be, what do we need to spend to get high-speed rail versus all of this extra fluff?
Sure. I'm sure there are many other ways we can tackle these problems. So there's that, but Mr. Champagne actually has to truly recuse himself from this.
He has recused himself.
Yeah, but he still voted for it. So like, how is that?
Wait. How do you want to, like, what do you mean? Like, you're voting as a caucus?
No, anything that has to do with this, he should just step away. Like, flee from every appearance of conflict.
That's crazy, but yes, I think,
and SNC Lavalin should be nowhere near this. They need to.
They probably shouldn't be, but like, I think Carney, but basically saying like with Carney's majority, the ball is in his court. It's his political career to lose, and I think he's the right person to have the majority. I just think he's the right person to have the majority. He's pretty much doing what Pierre is suggesting all along.
So yes, so he's been taking a lot of things out of Pierre's playbook, and maybe we can jump to the so the fuel prices.
Oh yeah,
so
when they removed the GST,
he
on
took off the taxes,
he didn't remove the
but
tax.
just from what do you?
There were two types of tax, I think, on fuel.
Yeah.
I think he did the government reprieve tax or something like that. Was he?
One second. I know
The
we have it
GST.
over there. Was it GST? Yeah. So he took off the
No. He didn't take off GST on tax on gas.
The gas
But he took
tax.
like there was a tax that was on gas.
yeah,
he
roughly
removed.
10 cents per liter,
Yes.
but up until September.
Yes.
Okay, well, in the summer, price goes up by roughly 10 cents per liter anyway. So all he did was some, you know when you go on the street of New York and people are doing this slide.
The slides is like, where did the card go? And
yeah,
then he's like,
okay, show me the coin. It's in the middle, and like that's all he did here, because there's way too many taxes that we have to deal with in Canada,
yeah.
right? And if he was taking off taxes, it would have made sense for him to just, okay, let's look at all the taxes. Okay, let's take this one off permanently. Let's just,
Why?
why? We're Canadians are tired of paying taxes.
No, really, like I'm saying, he's thinking about affordability because the price of fuel went
is
up.
affordability going to be solved by September?
If whatever is happening in the Strait of Hormuz, I don't even know why Strait of Hormuz is affecting. Is it hummus or hummus or shawarma spreading? I actually do not know.
Cancelled.
Dude, like, I actually do not know why that is getting us our price of gas. I was telling
Yeah,
someone
but
that
like oil prices, the
They're
market
more-
is very
it's fixed.
speculative.
no, it's like somebody comes together and says this is what the
Yeah,
price is. Everybody
yeah.
obeys.
Everybody
if not, you're
obeys,
not part
and
of the
then it
OPEC
fluctuates
and so on and so forth.
terribly, and it's all algorithm based.
Yeah, but again, there are still places in North America that tax is still cheaper, but it's still gone up for
Gas.
them. Though gas is still cheaper.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
if you
still
look
gone
at the US doesn't get anything through the Strait of Hormuz,
up.
but their own prices went up as well.
Yeah, the prices will still
So,
go up.
Yeah, so the prices will go up. It's the 10 cents per liter reprieve or whatever. Like, he could have just done it permanently. Like, why till September?
Just because I think you still need to. Government still needs to make money from this
The
thing.
government is making way too much money already.
It's not making too much money from oil companies started taking in what 10 billion, or 6 billion victory lap. So basically, they were supposed to lose money this year. Or no, like even Alberta's budget that we talked about in January or February that came out that they were supposed to have a
they're probably
deficit.
gonna balance the
They better balance the budget with this 6 billion windfall that all their companies are making.
The conspiracy theories in my head about it's like did they know that this was coming? and
then-
they just put out the deficit there just for
And then I'll come back and take a victory lap to say, hey, you know what? I, Daniel Smith, have figured it out. And then close the.
problem solved.
But yeah, I don't think we should do the 10 cents. I don't think we should do the 10 cents.
Well, Alberta rejected it.
I don't think we should do it permanently. I think we should keep it till
No.
September. Make it more of an affordability play. And I think Canadians still need a bit of break.
I think if we're charging 13%, let's use Ontario's harmonized sales tax. If you're charging 13% on sales, I don't like when they start layering taxes on things and fees and things the same way the airlines do. I'm like, if I'm buying this thing and it's $500 and you add your 13%, let that be the only tax and fee I'm paying. When the government starts layering taxes and fees, carbon tax or consumer carbon tax, industrial carbon tax, fuel tax, environmental recycling fee, and all these things, it begins to look like a cash grab. So part of why I'm saying they should just eliminate it permanently is like Canadians are tired of just losing money for the sake of
Fair.
fees and taxes.
Fair.
So we need to start getting towards a path of eliminating some of those things. The same way, back in the day, your phone bill, you look at your phone bill and you're like, where did all these charges come from?
It sounds like Uber receipts, man.
Yeah.
You buy $10 from Uber and you're paying $50 at the end.
With their service fee, there's this fee, nobody likes that kind of feeling. So you need to simplify how the government's revenue generation from tax works. tell us it's 13%, and that's it. Only take your 13%.
But also to usually like they also use tax as a way to just steer people to EVs or steer people to like less dependence on diesel and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but that's not stuff like that. I don't know. I'm like, that's where I think the personal autonomy of Canadians starts to get infringed on. Like, if Canadians want to drive combustion engines, they should be able to do so.
Yeah, but then like if the government is also subsidizing a lot of fuel and the fuel industry and IC
stop subsidizing it.
I think that's where some of those things
like, it just stop subsidizing it. Don't then come and start taxing Canadians, because that's where you start piling on the price of things. If you're trying to solve an affordability crisis, take off those junk fees.
Fair.
That's an easy way to do. You can remove the subsidy and then let the combustion engine vehicles compete with the EVs, with no subsidy.
Combustion engine probably lose low key.
Then there you go.
Like
that's the incentive. People will vote with their wallet. They're like, okay, well, as much as I like, that's sports engine or whatever, blah blah blah. The
$20 BYDs.
Let's go.
$20 BYDs. I'm not sure if I was driving to Toronto this weekend. I was like, I'm not sure if BYDs will be able to do Toronto and back.
Probably.
Were they like 500 kilometers?
Some of them have like pretty high range.
Okay.
Batteries. Well, I don't know if they can do Toronto and back, because that's 1,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
That'll be tough, but
I think Carney, what he's trying to do, and to be fair to him, balancing the idea of removing gas tax is not going to be popular across his combined. Like, how do you lead a country in the center and still be reasonable? You just have to be, again, go for the affordability play without making it look like you're trying to embolden or roll back a lot of the environmental progress that they have made as a party.
It's okay. Gibo already stepped down.
Yeah, but he stepped down, but he's still in the party. You also just got like another NDP from Ontario into the party. These are all progressive wings of the party that you have to present, hey, Canadians have an affordability issue. And I think the government, although I can see what they're doing on the macroeconomic level, I think sometimes the way they communicate, I can communicate. I can do all the talk about macro. I don't think government should be talking about macro. They should be thinking about micro, because they should be doing macro stuff as they're doing, but they should be communicating how it directly impacts affordability today.
How does it affect your pocketbook, like as a Canadian?
Because like sometimes they talk about all these high level deals, and which I think is the best thing for Canada they're doing. But Canadians will just keep seeing the price of gas go up and go up,
price
and go
of
up,
groceries go up,
and the price of groceries go up. And then, although now they're doing the grocery benefits in June, where they give everybody a couple $100 or $300 or something like that. I don't know if they're giving to everybody, low-key. Hey, we could use a couple. Let me go and pitch my own tent on affordability. I'll go and check. But I was saying, and when they communicate that to the people, they should just make sure to communicate it from a space where they are understanding how crazy affordability is. Because I was listening to one of I think the guy that's in charge of CRA and one of the ministers or Secretary of States talk to on question period, and the way they were just communicating it, like I was like, dude, $100 is nice, but don't make it seem like you're giving them $5,000.
I was going to say that the way they talk about these rebates and these things is like they make it sound like 75+% of Canada is just waiting for those $200 to go buy groceries, but that's not really the case. The bulk of the Canadian population will fall in that middle class. So yes, they're not waiting for you to send them $300 check to go buy groceries, but they're also feeling the pinch of rising prices, because in that middle class you have families, you have people who are paying for childcare, they're paying for trips and stuff like vacation, and those things are getting more expensive too.
All the vacations right now it looks like buy now pay later. It looks like $300 makes sense but it's not going to do like one time for the next 2 years, 3 years. When are you going to see the next check from the government, right? But if you make it feel like you're giving them a reprieve, what would get consumed when they see $300? Don't get me wrong, it deserves a thank you. It deserves a signal.
Deserve a thank you. They're just giving you back your money.
I mean, they're giving us back the money, but also working, like thinking about it from a perspective that money could have gone to tackle other issues that were priority for the government, and they're diverting it to
See, that bulk of the population that I was referring to in that middle class, what will make them happier is if they can regain control of their life and their finances. I think they will probably benefit more from a reduction in regulation, a reduction in overall just general taxes like income taxes, capital gain taxes, stuff like that, where they feel like they're keeping more of their money, as opposed to we'll pay you the money and then you give it back to us like a handout. Like nobody wants to feel that way.
yeah,
Especially
yeah.
not in that 75% bucket. They just want to be able to keep more of the money that they've earned or they've made or they've whatever, right? As opposed to, oh yeah, so you file your taxes. Oh, by the way, tax season is almost done. If you don't file
If
your
you don't file-
taxes this week, you're probably running the risk of
Interest.
paying interest and penalties. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Go file your taxes.
That should be something that you gotta go and click the button. And then he's looking at me. I thought he already clicked the button. I'm supposed to have clicked that button to submit my taxes, but
talking about taxes, when you file as husband and wife, let's say husband owes money, wife is making money. Why can't Siri just
do the
do
magic and just clean it up.
like 2 minus 2 is equal to 0? Like
I saw that too, because it was just I was like, okay, do I have to wait for them to send me this money to pay back your money? Because there's no way the money.
no, they will tell you as you're filing, they're like, guy, you owe CRA this money.
Better pay. But I'm like, yo, you also owe us some money. Can you give me the money so I can pay this one off?
Yeah, CRA. Well, anyway, you know my stance on how the government is very much.
Although the government, I know you really don't like all the government tax. I think government needs to run on tax. I think they need to be one of the
government does not need to run on income tax.
They do need to run on income tax.
They don't-
Although income
they
tax
don't
was a
need
new,
to
like
run
they
on
need to run
income
on tax or some sort of tax.
They need to run on some sort of tax, but they need to pick one and stick with it.
Because now you have property tax, you have income tax, you have sales tax, you have obviously the ones you've talked about, like the gas tax.
Environmental tax.
You have business tax, you have capital gains tax, you have.
And when they run out of whatever, there's always a tax of printing money. That's still a tax on Canadians. Like,
Fair.
there's no getting away from this. The government needs to figure out a way to generate revenue.
What Carney would tell you, the first thing I did when I came into office, I removed the carbon tax. And then he's removed the GST on home buyers. First time home buyers or new builds. Is it new builds? I think new builds.
Under $1 million.
Yeah, new builds under $1 million. And then he has done a few other. Again, I think that's why I say Carney is good for the majority. He's working a center line. Like, I see people like the NDP was like, oh, I don't know what the Liberal Party is all about this week. I'm like, dude, it's fine. Like, a party that is not partisan is what I've been looking for.
That makes
big time.
A party that is not partisan.
Literally, someone that is able to just say, look, we're not about this whole going all the way left, going out like ideologies and keeping it focused on Canadians' well-being.
See, I think what you're dealing with is you're happy that the Liberal Party is further right than they used to be under Justin.
I think further center is what I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, you have to go right to get to center from the Liberal Party.
Fair.
So for you, it makes sense. But in general, if you don't stand for anything, if you don't stand for something,
They
you fall
stand
anything.
for something.
No, but like the classical liberal is very left leaning, progressive in Canada.
Yeah, they're very.
So Carney is essentially a wolf in sheep's clothing.
No. He's not wolfing. It's pretty
Yes,
much
he
like
is.
it's
Like, the guy is not running on any progressive platform.
He's not running on but he's running on a very progressive economic platform. Like, not in the sense of a liberal progressive, in the sense of how does Canada move forward.
Yes, so now you're taking the literal term progressive. I'm talking about the political term.
Yeah,
progressive.
that's why I was like,
he's not running on
looking
the,
at
on
like
the,
all
on
of
the
this. I'm like,
political
dude, let's
progressive
stop all
platform.
the ideologies. In fact, how about all you leaders come into the party? Let's just go full steam, one Canada, and find a way to just resolve some of these economic issues.
You can swap the label on Mark Carney and it wouldn't make a difference. He could run as a liberal, he could run as a conservative, which is probably why he's getting all these floor crosses, right?
Yeah.
Because he's very much so a chameleon. He's he can dabble in conservative politics and then.
To be fair, like, I also think you should give credit for the gas tax relief to Pierre.
Yeah,
it was
Pierre
right
has
out
been
of
calling
Pierre's.
for it, although in typical Mark Carney fashion, he didn't go all the way.
Also, which is fine. Like,
Which
Pierre
is- sure.
should basically also say, that's what I thought Pierre would do. Pierre was like, oh, let's oppose. I'm like, gee, you have to give him credit for at least doing something with your critic. And also take the credit too for yourself, saying, if I had not called for this, this would have been something that he would have just ignored and it would not have been done by the government.
Yeah.
But he called on something that was easy for the government to do, and it would have like an affordability impact on the people. So again, good kudos on Pierre for that. Kudos on Carney. This is what government working together should look like in general. But yeah, also too bad for Pierre because Carney is just basically going to be taking all your ideas and then all your
Pierre's
MPs.
Playbook. He's just
And literally,
scratching
I told you the
things
same
up.
thing that he did today, where he was coming out to do a video and giving I'm going to giving Canadians updates, which is so far from what JT used to do. Never give any economical updates. Always give only COVID updates.
Justin Trudeau, those COVID updates with his beard in front of Rideau Cottage. And,
Why are you hating on my guy? Why are you hating on my guy?
He should just stay in Coachella where he is, please.
Is Coachella still going on? Because I heard like they had like a whole scandal with Katy Perry this week, which was interesting. But anyways, I think like
Katy Perry is getting me too.
I think that the fact that Carney is like just the fact that he's doing some of the things that Pierre was doing and was resonating, speaking directly to Canadians, not having to have the whole parliament backdrop, or like just come, open your camera, sit down, tell them, hey, look, here's what we're doing.
That was a highly produced video, but sure, go ahead.
It was a highly produced, but it just reminded me of Pierre on his rise. Pierre did the same thing.
Pierre on YouTube,
he used to produce a lot of the things. He will come, put all the newspaper headlines to tell you that this is not me saying, this is what people are saying across the spectrum. CBC, CTV, National, Global News, Global Mail, all those various outlets, and communicating to Canadians, hey, look, affordability is something that he's worried about.
Yeah, I mean, Carney is copying. What they say, imitation is the best form of
flattery.
So
yeah, so Pierre should be happy, although he's not helping his leadership of the caucus. But
here's the thing about the criticism for Pierre is his job is to oppose.
Yeah.
And yes, it can be very off-putting, but he's essentially just doing his job, to be honest. Like, just opposing everything.
He did his job too well. He did his job too well.
Yeah. So, I think I've become insensitive to the part of Pierre just opposing for the sake of opposing, because that's his job. But I'm happy that Mark is copying some good traits from Pierre.
Again,
hopefully keeps it going. Like I said last week, I want to see what Mark's plan is beyond 4 years, because I don't know. I feel like anything beyond a first term for Mark Carney and anything that exceeds Donald Trump's tenure in the US, we'll probably see a very progressive Mark Carney.
Fair. You know what? Actually, I was thinking it's possible that, and also too. This will go to the fact that we're talking about the Carney, talking about how like everybody's saying we're divorcing the Americans in a lot of ways, and his rhetoric. You know how Carney appears to be non-political? I think this is some political strategists have told him to like just keep like grinding this whole like conflict with America because it's good politically for him.
It's good for him. That's
and he
how
can
he stays
buy
in power.
time. I agree with you. I was just, when I was looking to the video, again, it's good because on the flip side, we get diversity. It's sort of it's pretty much an American playbook that is like he's doing for political, like almost stability for Canada and also economic stability, low-key. It's better when we are not just in bed with one person.
Tied to one.
We have, but again, politically, I'm pretty sure strategists are like, people are starting to forget that Donald Trump does not like us. Or Donald Trump has not mentioned Canada in the last 1 month. Donald Trump is too focused on Iran. How about you come out with a video? How about you start
he's poking the bear. Yeah, he's poking the bear.
So people will feel
nobody has said anything about 51st state in like, I don't know, 3 months
literally,
plus.
I was like, the Secretary of State in the US, or was he Secretary of State? Steve Lotnick, right? Or
no, he's Commerce.
Secretary of Commerce, US. Literally came out from nowhere, started yabbing Canada on Friday. I'm like, wait, what happened? It's like all these people, they're not serious. It's like somebody has gone to poke the bear, and then Carney comes out with the video. I'm like, non-political Carney.
Yeah, Carney has been poking
Are
the
you
bear.
trying to make sure like the thing that got you the political consensus just still stays alive? You just keep fanning that flame while you, on the other hand, still build economic diversity for Canada. It's a good political strategy, I won't lie. But
it's good. I think he's taking it too far because he doesn't need to poke the bear. For as long as Donald Trump is in office, I think Canadians are happy with the choice that they made in Mark Carney. When Trump is done and the US goes whichever way they go, usually after a Republican president, Mark Carney, I don't know. I worry what version of Mark Carney we'll see post-Trump.
I think I'm not so worried.
I think we'll see the globalist Mark Carney.
I don't even think I think the world will still be envying Canada because.
I'm sorry, wait, roll back.
Yeah, because you know, like how
envying what exactly?
The IMF came out this week, said that among G7, Canada is like one of the best positioned to attract investors, to also be on the rise for economic breakthroughs and so on and so forth.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like political speak for most likely to improve.
Did you guys always have this award, most likely to succeed in
Not most likely to succeed, most improved candidate. One of those ones that just indicates that you were a blip in the radar.
No. IMF came and gave us a really good rating. It also told us like pretty much, and this is among G7, really, really good rating for everyone that's going through all the economic upheaval that US has put the whole world into, and Canada is well positioned to navigate that from the IMF. So I think post-Trump, all the work that Carney is doing, I think Carney needs that tension so that people can allow him to do all the macroeconomic work he's doing, and hopefully post-Trump the macroeconomics start to pay off.
That's a lot of trust. I have more of a very skeptical point of view. I think the reason why, you know how I've been saying he's doing a lot of talking and not so much doing, I think he's stalling. He's saying the right things to stay in power, but he's not quite doing it because he knows that, you know, if all he has to do is outlast Trump, and then he doesn't have to follow through with any other things he has.
No, yes, like he's not going to leave after one term.
Oh my god! Yeah, because he's gonna stay and he's gonna take us back to JT
no.
politics.
I can't see how that would, like, it's not his style of. It's not his style.
What is his style? He was Justin's number one advisor.
No, he's not. No, don't buy that. Don't buy those things. Like, he was pretty much economic focused and heavily like, even it doesn't make sense for you to do all of this just to all of a sudden turn back. Like, what would you now do with the Chinese partnerships that you've done or the Indian partnerships that you've done?
All of those things have expiration dates.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you just all of a sudden turn on international politics?
No, he doesn't have to turn on those things. Like, those, they are fine to have them, but they would just be on paper. They would just be documents. Right? He'll kibosh any pipelines that want to get built.
No ways, man. No ways. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
If Mark Carney runs for prime minister in a post-Trump era, he's going to run on a very climate-first agenda.
But here's what he probably would do. Before Trump loses, he calls an election, extends himself 4 years, and buys.
Yeah, well, sure, he can do that too.
I think
once again, right out of Justin's playbook.
No, this is not. This is basically him trying to get economic leverage without having the whole Trump, this, that, and the third just affect his economic leverage that he's trying to build in Canada. This is pretty much like how do I build economic leverage in Canada without people's perceptions of what is happening internationally, putting pressure on the government.
Here's why I don't believe Mark Carney is going to do what you're saying. The Liberal Party has always known what you need to do to stimulate the economy. That's why Mark Carney can come in and start saying all these things that he's saying.
Yeah.
Because they know what you need to do to stimulate an economy and get Canada really going. But they've chosen not to do any of those things historically.
Okay.
Right? All they've done is, drive up, printing money, social benefits, climate activism, all these different things. That has typically been the things that they do.
Yeah.
Now, Mark's hand is forced to be like, man, like, if we don't do something, like, everything's going to crumble.
I don't know if his hand is forced.
His hand has been forced.
He really just came and said, look, we need to do this and stop doing... Like, the moment he came, it was right out... If he was even leaning anywhere to JT's, he wouldn't be just tearing down all the landmark policies.
If he leaned anywhere JT, he would not have won the election.
Yeah, so he had to tear down. You can't now go back and review the things that you removed.
Yes, he can.
It's gonna look like Canadians can see through that. Like, you've been so transparent and non-political. What would you now explain to Canadians when you say you're bringing back carbon tax?
The the boogeyman of the Donald will no longer be there.
Yeah, but how do you explain to Canadians you're bringing back carbon tax?
Like I said, it's going to run on a very climate for the past 4 years. We've seen a stimulation of the Canadian economy.
Now it's time to take care of the environment.
To the peril of our environment.
Come on.
Our green whatever, our Rocky Mountains, our this. We need to preserve our national treasures.
Yes, we do need to preserve.
Blah, blah, blah.
But
The next thing you know, boom, carbon tax double.
No,
Next thing
man.
you know, that's why effective immediately we're shutting down the Keystone Pipeline. We're shutting down this.
That would be wild. That would be wild.
Stranger things have happened.
That would be wild. I don't think Carney is like literally the closest thing.
Stephen Guilbeault will be back in government.
No. That would be crazy. Like Carney, I don't think he's going to even do any of that because he's very like, dude, miss me with those like left, right, center debates. Come to me with real economic value, and I will support you. That's pretty much how he's been, and that's like he doesn't even have issues. Like everyone likes
I hope you're
premiers, councillors, all of them.
Yeah, because he's a politician. He says all the right things.
No, but JT, the moment he was in office, there was always opposition left,
JT
right, and
was a drama
center.
teacher. He was always a politician.
He was always. But I think that's something that would happen. I like the fact that. So my point when I was looking at the video that Carney released today, I was like, oh, maybe he knows that he needs to just fan the flame of the tension, and people will still.
Remember why you voted for me.
Remember why you voted for me, but also do the same things that you were doing. Like I like how he was pushing for, hey, keep buying Canadian, keep enforcing the buy Canadian approach in everything that you do across the government. Government is going to buy Canadian. Canadians are going to buy Canadian.
Yeah, it's great. Let's buy Canadian. Let's do all of those things. I think let's also hold Mark Carney to the things he has promised. One, interprovincial trade. We need to get an update on interprovincial trade.
We also need to get an update on that Alberta MOU.
We need to get an update on the Alberta MOU. We need to get an update on the major projects offices. How many of the major projects have kicked off? How many of them have broken ground?
I think, like we said, the Montreal port has kicked off.
We need to get a scorecard. It's like, okay, these are all the things that you said your MPO was going to do.
Yeah.
How many of them have been done? Like, that's the kind of update. In his next video, when he's giving us his forward-looking guidance or whatever he calls that video, he needs to tell us, here is what I said I was going to do, and here is where we are in all of these things.
I think that's what I was hoping that video should have been.
Transparent government. Not he's a politician. He's just saying things to stay in power, as far as I'm concerned right now.
I would say the video I wish was a bit more transparent, not just another Davos speech. Yeah. In some sense, he tried to be a bit more like, hey, I see the affordability crisis, I'll keep doing this, I'll keep telling you. But when he started, he was like, I'll tell you what's not working, I'll tell you what I've tried, I'll tell you what's working. I didn't hear what's not working that he has tried. I was looking for, what would you say that's not working that you're looking to do differently, that you started but you're changing tactic on. I would have loved to see that, but it was not too salesy, but it was not just as transparent as I would have liked it to be. But anyways, what else happened today, this week?
Well, there's a couple interesting stories that we have there for like quick.
Oh yeah.
So apparently, polyamory.
Yeah. So this is the one that confuses me. I thought it was illegal, but when I read the
polygamy is illegal.
So
polyamory is not illegal.
Okay.
So polygamy is when you're married to multiple partners.
Yeah, that's illegal.
That is illegal. Polyamory is when you're in love with multiple partners. And in some cases, you can be married, so your married partner is one of the poly partners that you have. But then both of you have multiple other partners that can all together come.
Nah. You all are doing something different.
I think the part that caught me was like, the law needs to keep up with. I'm like,
the law is very clear. You all need to basically just realize that this is not a game of what are you even trying to do? Like,
this is the kind of distraction that just creates unnecessary regulation, because now they'll start figuring out, okay, how does this impact things like prenups? How does it impact divorce proceedings?
Yeah.
How does it impact all of these things? Alimony, like.
Imagine you have to do a prenup, because you know, like how we have the common law stuff, and then you also have prenups on common law and divorce on common law. How
now
would this
you want
work?
to add in polyamor. He's like, guy, like,
Would you split it 10 different ways?
I
Like,
don't know. Like,
come on, y'all. Please.
I think instead of the law keeping up, whatever that
People
means,
should just calm down.
I think people should just get back down to earth.
Calm down, please.
It's not everything. I was watching a video that it's like human beings hate boundaries.
So
Whenever there's things that kind of try to put us in a box or in something, we try to break.
I don't know if
free.
I hate boundaries though.
Human beings don't like. So essentially, they're like, okay, well, why just one person?
Because
part?
one
No.
is already too much work. I feel like I'm too much work, Loki, but I'm not saying that my wife is too much work. I'm saying I'm the one that's too much work.
It's a good save.
Because my wife is literally gonna just stop this podcast right now. It's like, all right, explain how does work.
But I mean, it is a lot of work in this. If you just look at the statistics on one family lawyers,
They're gonna make money.
They're
off
raking
of
in
this.
the cash.
They will make money off of these polyamory people.
Yeah, because I mean,
Like, it's confusion upon confusion,
multiple
man.
plaintiffs, multiple defendants. Like it's just a default class action lawsuit.
Nah, G, look, so this is a class action divorce going on here.
Class action divorce.
One man, 10 different divorce claims, and then he's like, bro, bankruptcy, my guy.
You gotta help you. There's children involved in some of them.
No, man. We need to relax. We need to relax.
Canada needs to come back down to earth.
We need to relax, man.
And you talk about this against the backdrop of Quebec secularism law.
But even before I thought we have an affordability crisis.
Man, some men don't have affordability crisis.
Are you using all of these things on your check or credit, or what kind of money do you have to be running this whole gambit? Well, anyways, Quebec probably should get on this also, because Quebec is really the most
polyamorous place. I mean, it's already in French anyway. So
Quebec should get on this ASAP, because we need to figure out what's going on.
Quebec is fighting religion and faith all over the place, right? With
Yeah.
Notwithstanding Klaus and Madame Frechette's things, that's the biggest threat to democracy.
Like, religion is the biggest threat.
No.
then.
The
Yeah,
removal of
yeah.
the notwithstanding clause.
They need to remove that with notwithstanding clause. They need to remove it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a double-edged sword. The same way it's wielded in Alberta to enhance
They need to just
the
remove.
prosperity of the province.
I don't think they
it's
should.
wielded in Quebec to stifle faith and religious expression.
Like, I think, but I also think like Quebec is not in line with whatever has been going on for the past 4 or 5 years with the CAQ and the I don't know if you call them socially progressive, but socially high. It's socially high part.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think they're in line, because the Liberal Party has literally been going on the rise. I think the Liberal Party will probably win the next election in Quebec, just because they're a bit more inclusive. You can't.
Yeah, but Quebec is not pro-inclusive. Quebec is very isolationist. Like,
Yeah, no,
they
but
don't want it to be
they don't want to be part of Canada. But within the province, at least there's the Liberals are setting themselves up to be the one that's bringing everyone together from an economic perspective. Now, if that's what I'm saying, identity politics is not winning this for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
Everybody is
I'm with you.
looking
for the
at-
next 4-5 for as long as the president of the United States.
No, but even
Trump,
like
it's
even
a lot
the,
of trickle down effects.
for as long as Trump is in office, but even after after he leaves, the effect will still reverberate, right? Just because people will
Here's
be
the thing.
bouncing back.
If Trump leaves and the next president is, God forbid, someone whose last name rhymes with Newscom.
Oh, Gavin in California, but I don't think he's gonna win that one though.
Well, it's somebody like.
I don't think
with-
I don't think those people would. Like, to be honest, I don't think. See, the states, they've pretty much lost their tune. I don't think they will.
No, the next president of the United States is going to be super progressive, like
No,
borderline
it won't.
communist.
It's not going to even be. It's not possible. I'm saying everyone is caring about affordability. Like, literally, the whole world is in a pinch of affordability.
The thing with politics is what is good today, tomorrow.
Don't
People
get me
be
wrong.
like, you know what, affordability is there, but we really
What do
care
we
more
really
about.
care about? Like, even see, I was reading just before we started the pod. Global Mail released an article the BCNDP, they're basically going to step down on, they're going to remove, or what was the wording they used? Basically override some of the indigenous laws. On tomorrow, literally, they're putting a bill tomorrow to basically limit what indigenous rights look like, because there's a court that is ruling that indigenous rights over the critical minerals is going to prevent.
I mean, the treaty they have is.
But they're going to go back to they're going to create the bill tomorrow to basically go against.
They can only do stuff like that right now in this.
But I'm saying, like, for the next 4-5 years.
Yeah, for the next
people need to come out of this whole affordability pinch. The whole country needs to figure out, how do we utilize our resources? Like, this is not a time to be saying it's my own resource, it's their own resource. We think about this. We think about. See, forget about all those 20, 50 years ago, 50 years. We need to get out of the rut that we are in now. That's why I'm even confused. People are doing 10 different partner divorce. I'm like, dude, you all are not in the same country that we are living in.
Right.
We are not in the same country. Literally, everyone is literally struggling to get ahead and figuring out how to, like, go to solve the economic puzzle that we are in.
Economic puzzle.
Yeah.
What's the solution? Generate revenue, spend less. Right? You know, typical common sense first principles.
Yeah.
Right? You're struggling, you're strapped for cash. You either make more money or you
spend
less.
Although Canada, I think, like, government spending is crazy.
Yeah, government spending is high, but they're not. It sounds like they're not interested in generating revenue.
I don't know
Did you read this article?
Which one?
Arctic LNG article.
Oh, the one that they want to do with Manitoba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it gonna take them? I mean, 2030.
Yeah, 2030 is around the corner now.
Is it?
It's like 4 years.
It should take less time.
See, pipelines don't, like, ask me. Actually, I've never built a pipeline. I've never built a pipeline, but I'm just thinking about it like plumbing. When I came to the house, you see plumbing that goes all the way from the top. I'm pretty sure pipeline. There's a reason why it's a big country, and pipelines take long. And we're also not a coastal. We're not a coastal country like other small countries.
Well, we have coast to coast.
We have coast to coast. That's again, other countries, they have one coast and their oil is at that coast and they just ship out of the coast. They don't have to build pipeline. Here we have to build pipeline from one that is not in the coast to another one that is in the coast, and then move from that coast to another coast that is actually for the other countries, right? So I think 4 years is a good timeline, although knowing contractors, double that time might be 8 years, but hey.
And then they can watch the project.
No, they don't care about it. But if we're doing LNG through Manitoba, it's a good thing. It's literally a good thing. Diversifying from just BC as an exit point to using Manitoba, then go to the Arctic and maybe get to EU there or somehow. I don't know how they even want to go. Like, I don't even know why going to the Arctic. It's like, I don't, maybe to help Arctic production, maybe like anything that's going on in Arctic. But yeah, going through Manitoba, not a bad idea. 4 years, I think it's good that it's 4 years. If you're going to break ground on the project, and in 4 years we're getting the LNG pipeline north of Manitoba, I think that's a good timeline.
Sure.
It's 2026, yo. This is not. I know we're trying to say we're in wartime economics and we need to do everything quick. Like, unfortunately, when they were fighting wars, people did not care about polyamory, did not care about private jets that's costing us $30 million. Everybody rolled up their sleeve and went to work.
Yeah.
But in 2026, even though we're having affordability crisis, people are still not rolling up their sleeves as quick. Government is trying to do a lot of things. Government has said if there's a pipeline, they will support it.
And Enbridge CEO called their bluff.
Enbridge CEO did not say. Enbridge CEO just was questioning the fact that they would support it. Bring out the plan for a pipeline and make Carney say no. That's something Pierre should even go and do. That's what I'm saying. 2026, no one wants to do the hard work.
Here's the thing: the private sector is not going to invest dollars in something.
How about Pierre Poilievre? Like, goes the way he got us the gas tax relief. He goes and talks to Enbridge. What would it cost you to actually do this and start doing it so that we can make Carney say no publicly?
And lose millions of dollars.
Because
if he says no and the whole thing gets shut down after.
No, but you carry this, and that's where you get the campaign. You know all those videos. You know those videos.
What of the private sector that has lost money?
Well, instead of donating to my campaign, how about you put this into your own? Because these are the same people that will still donate the millions of dollars to campaigns. You basically put a strategy in place start the pipeline behind with Daniel Smith, start the pipeline with Pierre Poilievre. Pierre starts making the videos, puts Carney on the back foot, and says, "Hey, Carney, here are your words. Here's a pipeline, and here's your response. No." That would be a proper political campaign
for Pierre.
Yes,
But I don't know if the private sector organizations are willing to fund
fair,
Pierre's campaign ad.
Fair.
But it'd be interesting to see the fact about the LNG thing. So otherwise aiming to establish an export facility in Churchill by 2030. It's considered highly ambitious, actually, that timeline.
Yeah, that I said that we contracted double the.
One, it's a very long pipeline, and it's going through a very remote northern tundra, but you need like year-round ice breaking capabilities for that shipping route to work. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, because
Anyways,
Jeremy Hansen really dragging not dragging, but he made the Air Canada CEO look bad.
Oh yeah, because he spoke French from space. Man, French. I mean, anyways, I'm not gonna. Maybe this podcast we should be speaking French.
On va parler en français.
See, while bilingual, how about that? You speak French, I speak English.
You should do like the Air Canada guy. We start with bonjour.
Bonjour, I just do bonjour, merci.
And then merci at the end.
And then au revoir.
That's it.
No, but yeah, Jeremy Hansen. It's really cool to see them. They landed, repping French. I kind of see you step down, man. Yo, leave my guy alone. He said, "I don't know how to speak French. I don't want to speak French. I'm stepping down."
Yeah,
they should
have left that guy alone.
Just leave the guy. Although, like Air Canada this week, they said they're stopping flights for
because of fuel prices.
Yeah, fuel prices. See, like I'm like, dude, there are a lot of things Air Canada is worried about. French is not one of the things.
I hope this is I don't know what I'm hoping for, but I hope it's not going to be one of those situations where they lose a CEO and then they replace him with somebody who is bilingual.
But does not know how to run the
company. Does not know how to run
the
company. And the whole thing just crumbles.
Maybe they should just replace him with another CEO that is good, but just doesn't come on TV, literally. Just run his stuff on the back.
Yeah, but if they already have a good CEO, why replace him?
And the man said he has to retire. He's already past the retirement age. The moment they call you to parliament, let me look at my financial plans.
Yeah, a guy retired out of the country, zero interest in coming to face questions.
Literally zero interest. And then it's like saying, but yeah. And then, everything is good. Yeah, like, I don't know if we are. Oh, yeah, we think Canada hit a record low, 1.2 children per woman. I said that I saw an article that young people are getting into, like,
young people want to
have more kids. Like the younger, I don't know if it's Gen X. What's the newer generation now? Gen Alpha? Yeah, they want to be. They're interested in being parents.
I mean, it's one thing to be interested in being parents.
Sorry, how old are Gen Alpha?
Oof.
See me, I've lost
some
touch.
Of us are two generations before.
So. I'm such a. I know who the boomers are. I know who the millennials are, and then Gen Zs. After that, I'm like, even Gen Zs. I know they start from '97, but I don't know when they stop and why Gen Alpha comes around. But I was reading that somewhere that they want to be. They want to be parents.
They want to be parents. Yeah, it's good. It's good that they want to be parents because, like you said, our fertility rate in Canada dropped to 1.25.
Yeah, but I'm like, again, it's probably because there's no money.
Yeah, probably because there's no money.
If you fix affordability crisis, I'm pretty sure. Although, like most of the poorest countries in the world are those like that have the most the highest fertility rates. And also, to another reason, sugar, our diets. We need to cut the sugars. We need to cut the artificial ingredients.
I don't think sugar is the reason for the low replacement rate.
Trust me, Japan, sugars. Also.
No, like most of those countries, they just don't have too many.
No, go find the ones that eat natural.
Japan has pretty healthy diet.
Naji. Well, then you were telling me something about Japan. This when we went to Toronto. We went to one place, dude.
Sorry, before you actually say that, Japan is one of the few countries that have like a really high percentage of sentinels. like people that live above the age of 100.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure they have one of the best, like the cleanest health
Oh yeah.
diet
Yeah,
things
they
going
do.
for
So
them.
why do they now have like?
They just don't have that. They just, I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe they want
Maybe they have.
policy.
Maybe they have. No, they don't have any
in China,
one child policy in Japan. I think
spread across
maybe
Asia and
maybe they don't have. They're also having affordability crisis too. For me, it's either sugar or affordability crisis is main thing. If you have one of those things, you probably like. If you have two, then you probably.
affordability is probably a big one. I mean, the average cost of raising a child to when they're 18 is about $300,000. Right, from birth to 18.
And you can't talk to people that raise international students.
Yeah, God help you if you know. Yeah, so that's a big chunk of change that most people like. You know, if you look at, let's see, if you're making, let's say, $20,000 is that legal? I think.
Yeah.
So $20,000 over 20 years. That's the 400,000.
All the money goes to it's pretty much the cost of
Yeah. So affordability plays a big part in stuff like that. And then there's obviously
Oh no! This says people want kids. People want an average of 2 kids, but
Yeah.
they can't afford them.
yeah.
So this is an economic consequence, not a lifestyle choice.
Yes. So
So-
the affordability is a big part. There's also a lifestyle component. I've seen some videos of people just
You know, those TikTok ones have expired. Those TikToks used to come up like 2-3 years ago. I remember hearing them like, but where
some of them are still
they say, "Oh, not having kids is the climate change."
yeah. There's
It's a
the
bit-
climate change argument, which
It's the climate change
Man.
argument.
the climate has suffered.
You know when you blame everything on
You
climate
blame everything
change?
on climate. It's like which is it, please? There's also the argument that there's a lot of kids in the world. Why bring more?
You know what? You want to talk about this because this is the argument they use for why you should not breed dogs or pets.
Oh yeah, hot take of the podcast today. Humans should not own pets.
Bruv, no. Neptune is a legend, so
Neptune
I thank
is
God
a
for my
legend.
dog. I thank God for because if by mistake I got one of those dogs that humans should not. I don't know what we'll be saying right now, but I don't know why shouldn't humans own pets? Chama said, it's too hot. Let's end the pod. Let's end the pod. Let's end
about to
the
say
pod.
something
Let's
wild.
end the pod. It's too hot, please. Not the one that you now leave them with the hottest steak that you just keep playing on YouTube till we come back from TV. No explanation we can be given. Please.
I feel like you have to say it now.
Humans should not own pets. They should eat the pets. This guy, please, let's end the pod, man. All pets are great.
See, all all pets are great, but let me tone down what was going on in my head by giving an analogy.
Okay.
Imagine if other animals had us as pets.
Oh, there's a movie about that's supposed to come out this year. Oh, no, yeah, like where the animals are they're communicating on
Yeah.
they don't there's a
I've
movie like
forgotten the
that,
name of
right?
it, but yeah, it
Is
was.
it Planet of the Apes?
No,
No.
not Planet of the. It is there's a movie that came out, but
It wasn't about humans being pets, though. But
it probably wasn't. But
Yeah.
yeah, if humans would be like, yeah,
or let's take it one step further. Imagine if other humans owned humans as pets.
I mean, you can go back to the days of what they call it, the trade.
NBA March Madness.
You can go back to the trade. Yeah. I didn't want to see the full name, but I don't think that's the case for pets. man.
What's that thing? What's the thing with basketballers?
No, it's
When
like
they choose when you
trade
go to your team.
trade deadline
Yeah.
where someone comes.
First drafts.
First draft.
Although that also is the same way they treat all these sports players. All they do is they put a price tag on them.
Lamo, you can't actually say that.
No. I'm not saying. I'm talking about the pet argument. I'm talking about the pet argument.
Yeah, no, but they're not locking you up in a cage or.
No, you're not looking, but you're giving them money. You're giving them something to play for. You're giving them like benefits and so on and so forth in your NBA organization or in your sports organization.
I don't know that it's the same.
And they're
Yeah, but
increasing
then-
the value of your organization.
Yeah, they're making money for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also making money
Like
for
they're
you.
working for
There's
you.
I'm saying there's a value
they're
that they're
working.
providing.
They are not. So they can also leave whenever they want.
I mean, not really, depending on the contract.
I mean, yeah, golden handcuffs. No, you can always leave. You can always break a contract.
But you don't get paid.
Yeah, but you can leave if
Yeah,
you want.
yeah, you can leave also. Pets can leave. It's just that it's the wild outside. You don't get pets. You don't get petted. How about that?
We've domesticated them too much that they cannot now live
Yeah,
in the
but this is
wild.
not my issue. This is something that happened to your ancestors.
So you might as well keep the trend going.
I mean, there's actually like a sex. I mean, they call them work animals.
Yeah.
So obviously, there's like service dogs and everything, but then there's also like farm dogs that like they're. It's
They
like
herd
a
the
herding
sheeps,
breed.
like
Yeah.
German shepherds.
There's like a bunch of them. Like you see like almost like hundreds of sheep and like maybe one or two dogs like herding them, and that's like basically to help.
Providing value.
Yes, that's providing.
Which makes
So
sense.
like
And then you pay them
How do you pay the pets?
with food,
Yeah.
shelter, all of those
I
things.
pay my pets with food. I pay them with
Well, I guess
drink,
what's the
water.
value they're providing? Emotional support.
Emotional value. Emotional value. How about that? Whenever I need emotional value, when I need warmth, and it's like, not only when I need it, not when you need it. No,
It's not a reciprocal arrangement.
no, I think it's reciprocal. My dog is always excited. Like the guy wags his tail in such a way that he flogs everything. I'm like, dude, is he not paining you? Like, I feel like, but yeah, pets are very interesting. I would say, breeding pet, I can see why it just does not make sense anymore. Continuing the domestication by creating more domesticated
sell,
animals,
now
equally,
profiting from
and profiting from the situation that they have been domesticated over generations is where I'm saying, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, but then that's kind of like eating your cake and having it, because if nobody's investing in the domestication of these pets, well, are we going to go in the wild and start grabbing animals?
I mean, if you go in the wild and start
Making
grabbing
pets
them,
of
and
them.
making,
I mean, there's like a thing such as ethical breeding. So there's certain breeds, like for example, the pugs or the pit bulls that have just been like overbred to the point that they've basically like bred sick animals. Like dogs that can't breathe by themselves, like they're prone to cancers, they're prone to like bone health issues, heart issues. They have like a really, really short like lifespan. Their nose and teeth are malformed just because people like the way the face looks. Like
Are you selling the benefits of like this? Just
No, like-
sounds like torture.
exactly, it's basically like torture. I'm saying like there is like a part of breeding that's like is unethical, and then there's people that advocate against it because like again you're breeding like basically animals that are tortured their entire lives just for human pleasure.
Yeah.
But then there's like some other types of breeding that's like, for example, breeding herding animals for farmers is really important.
Hey, like I said, I'm all for work animals.
animals are putting the work.
Put in the work, and then you get the warmth of human habitation.
Yeah, not the ones I just it's like.
Everybody else, go fight for yourself in the jungle.
No. If I put my dog in the jungle, myself, I will be crying. I'll not even sleep. Like I'll say, come back. I'll walk you all my life. I'll be walking you. You need to be pampered. You need to be pampered. I'm trying to give. Even when we're adopting him, like it was like you have to give a reason for why you want to adopt a pet. Although I feel like that adoption agency low key, they called it adoption, but they found a way to breed outside of Canada, bring them in, and then I'm like, dude, I don't know, but I can't. Let me not even say that. But yes, like when you have to tell them like why you're adopting, what kind of lifestyle are you hoping to provide to the dog to help them like live,
Help them what?
just to live like a cool, like chill, like pet life.
A part of me does not understand.
It's a pet life, It's a pet life. It's literally just basically saying, look, we're not trying to breed breeds that were never supposed to be bred in the first place. There's some dogs that just cannot even live long just because they're just not supposed to have this whole breed should not exist, and they should do something about that. But
And
again,
also, like, it's a red flag if you've owned a pet before and somehow you don't own the pet anymore and you not like the dog did not die of natural causes. I now want to get another pet. That's like most adoption agencies will probably not.
Yeah, but do you always have to go through adoption? Can't you just go buy a dog?
Yeah, like adoption is much cheaper. Unless you have like thousands of dollars to just give away.
With thousands of
Yeah,
dollars
to
to buy
buy
animals.
breeders. Yeah,
Yeah.
breeders. Like it's very crazy out there. Like people that are doing all these breeding things. Like I don't know what they do. Like they charge a lot. Like some of these like very cute looking dogs that are not natural. It's like literally.
They don't exist naturally.
They don't exist naturally. These are like I don't know what you call
They've
them.
created
but
teddy bear dogs.
Cosmetic dogs is what I'll call them. They charge like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 for some of them, and then you keep going up to like 10,000 in some cases for very very cosmetic dogs. But yeah, unethical. I don't think that's. Yeah, I agree with you. Those kind of things is like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
to be fair, like, do we really need pets? No. Is there like some value to giving the pet a good life and you also enjoying the company of the pet?
Okay, when you
Yes.
say giving the pet a good life, it's like a good life is them being able to fend for themselves.
What are you fending for? Why do you?
Yeah,
why do
go
you need to
get your
fend?
own food.
Why do you need to fend for yourself?
Build your family.
Why?
Most pets end up getting neutered.
Yeah. Although that also is another, like, I think we're trying to fight fire with fire, low-key, left, right, and center, like, along this way. Like, human beings, like, again,
Like I said, human beings don't like boundaries.
they not even
And
boundaries,
like, how do we build a wall that just makes us comfortable?
and then make sure the pets never. But do you think pets actually care to have children or fend for themselves?
So here's the thing: if a pet has not experienced what it's like to build a family, how will they know what they're being
Like, there's some
deprived of?
dogs that eat their kids.
Yeah, actually, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they
like-
give birth to a bunch. I don't know
I
if
think
there's a
it-
rationale for
I think it might
eating-
just be doing birth. I think during
Oh,
birth.
I think that's like I guess defective puppies.
No. Like,
They
you
just
give birth to a
give it-
litter, and if you don't take the litters quickly, they will just.
I guess
No,
if they're
'cause, like-
hungry at that point.
Yeah.
So the ones I've heard about is like when there's like the weakest one from the litter is going to be more expensive, like basically.
No,
to
not the
take-
humans.
No,
like,
no, I know. Like I'm saying, like
Expensive to the dog mom.
Yeah, like to feed and to take care of and always to protect.
So it's just easy to just eat them.
Yeah, basically, and
Yeah.
I feed them.
That
to
means
their
we're
siblings.
doing a good job by preventing them from having to make this kind of difficult choices. Hey, if you want to have
It's
a
not
family,
difficult.
dude,
It's
this is
animal
not how you go
instinct.
about. Yeah, but again, that's what I'm saying.
See,
Like,
Animal instincts are probably some of the purest forms of instincts there are.
probably, but to be honest,
And
I don't
applying human, what's the word now? The
Overlord.
human moral canvas over.
It's not. I don't think it's a human moral canvas. I think it's us just saying, number one, a lot of people made crazy choices by domesticating a whole species, and trying to just throw them back into the jungle is not the right answer because they probably don't have the skills to survive anymore.
And they will evolve to get those skills the same way they lost them.
Probably they would. Like if all of us threw all our dogs in, maybe survivor for the
Imagine
fittest.
those chihuahuas.
Survivor for the fittest.
And they're the
maybe.
ones that bark the loudest. They're just,
No, there's one. My neighbor used to have one before he moved out. I'm like, dude, I'm walking my dog, and all you hear, you think he's a big dog. You just look, it's like, dude, are you just looking for attention? It's like, this is literally,
And the funny thing is that next thing will not stop and just be looking at him.
it's like, yeah,
it's like, hey, dog.
are you a dog? Like, why don't you respect yourself over there?
Speaking of like wild animals, there's like some. So it's not like technically legal in these countries, like Russia and like surrounding areas. I don't remember the names of these countries, but like you can actually like have like wolves, like second to third generation wolves as pets. But then like you can actually see the difference between a domesticated dog versus like a wild animal, like an animal that has like more, I guess, like pure wolf genes. To like those are the ones that like they'll go outside and like kill a bunny or something and then come and bring it to
Bring
you
it
to
back,
like
yeah.
share the food with you.
Wow.
Actually. About
That's,
that.
that's next level companionship.
Naturally. I don't want
Yeah.
more stress.
To
I'm
get-
looking for things that are less stressful.
And then the dogs are also like really huge. Like you can get up to like a 5'6" person can get up to like just like a little bit above their waist,
Wow.
yeah, their waist height. like that's just like on when they're on
On their all fours.
all fours. Yeah, they sleep outside. They don't like do any cuddling with you or anything like that. It's just
Which
like things
makes
are on their
sense
terms.
in-
Like you respect them as actual animals that can kill you.
Thank you. That's how I like my pets.
Nah, G.
You know, there's a
Nah, G.
mutual respect.
Nah, G.
Like, I know you can't kill me. But hey, my brain is bigger than yours, so I have a gun.
That's when you're in church, pap. It's all over. And then no, but I think you should. Pets are actually. I'm not like a huge pet person, but I've gotten used to having a pet around. I've seen the benefits.
Yeah, I mean,
But
if
there's
you
still a
hang
lot
out
of
with a
work.
dog long enough, like,
Yeah, but there's still a lot
yeah.
of work there. Sometimes I'm like, dude, man, you taking you on walks. It's minus.
Yeah,
It's
dogs
minus
are-
12. It's minus
dogs are
13.
toddlers that never grow up.
It's literally and once you just take them for a walk, it's like you've made their whole week. Like all they want is just going to sniff a bunch of is exercise for their nose. I'm like,
You
dude.
know, they're like saying, "I don't belong in here.
Yeah.
It's too warm and cozy."
No, but when you take them out and you leave them there, they're like, oh, I want to come back in with you too.
Oh yeah, because the food is more readily available. I don't have to go fight for my own food. It's like, it's like their brains are their left and right brains are just fighting with each other. Like, man, I enjoy the access to all of those things, but I
Yeah.
also want to.
No, I don't like. You know what? I would say, in the affordability crisis we have, pets are luxury. If I had to do it all over again in this economy, yeah. How about we think about it when the economy is back to be good again? Because the amount of food and Amazon stuff you can save can help.
Yeah.
Somebody else can give them a good life.
There should probably be a business model for enterprise rent a dog.
Wait, rent a dog for whenever you just need it.
Yeah, and then you go give it back to them.
So can I drop it back after? What's the insurance policy?
It's a collision damage waiver. If anything happens.
And then you have to treat a driver's license. It's crazy. It's crazy. No, dogs are good. You all should have dogs, man. Very soon. The ones I can't do are cats, but like dogs are good.
I mean, cats I can actually understand because the way they roam, when they're ready to leave, they just leave.
They just find themselves back in the jungle again.
Yeah, they just leave. I mean, they won't be able to survive long, but there are some people I know that their cats will go out and they'll be gone for days.
Yeah,
And then they
yeah.
just come back.
Yeah, even in our community, even on the Facebook group, sometimes like, oh, have you seen this cat? Or who belongs to this cat?
Cat is trying to go away. Like, stop finding them.
Stop finding them. It's crazy. And then they now go and cross the road because they don't have to live in a.
You know what? I wish animals were a bit more intelligent, just a little bit more intelligent. Like by now, they should have learned about
couple languages.
You know, not languages. Red lights, green lights, yellow lights, zebra crossing floor. They should have.
They
learned.
should have like
they
not
should have
the,
learned
not
some
the
of these
squirrel
things.
will see you coming.
It
Wait.
will start running,
will
and then
wait.
to be like, "Oh no!" Let me start running back.
I'm like, dude,
And you're like, "Guy."
come on, man. Like, how many times have your brothers and sisters done this and never come back and you didn't learn? But yeah, like, no, animals are cool. I think we should all have like a chance to be around them a bit more. I do wish they could communicate. I do wish I'm not the one learning to understand you. Although then I now realize they also have to learn to also
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Because my dog, every time I just give him the African mother's look, he just second guesses. It's like every single thing he wants to do is now second guessing.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, should I do this? Should I not do? I'm like, I just stay and just look at him. He just lies down. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
gonna do nothing. I just lie down where I am, and then he just stays. Yeah, but it's cool, man. But anyways, I think this is good. It's a good wrap of the show.
Yeah. So
We started early.
we started early tonight, so
Give the people what they want. Hopefully, when we come back from our break, it's easier to.
it should be.
Are you traveling also? I think you said you're traveling like, for a
Yeah.
couple. Yeah, maybe
travel
I'll enjoy.
too. Yeah.
How do you guys have you guys don't have the affordability crisis that can you guys have it?
You know, affordability is
It's a mindset.
It's a state of the mind.
I hope Pierre be telling you guys. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Thankfully, we booked the trip before
Before the oil hummus happened.
Yeah.
No, but it's all good. It's all good, y'all. All right, y'all. This was fun. Have a good one, everybody.